Hey, what's up, family? So, while the struggles in life, we're waiting on the perfect time. Perhaps our breakthrough, perhaps our deliverance, perhaps our healing, perhaps our opportunity, perhaps the manifestation from the work that we're supposed to be putting in is waiting on us to execute. But we're waiting on a perfect time. And if it's not the perfect time, meaning if we feel like it, if it's in our comfort zone, if it's at our fingertips, our emotions, if we're motivated, those are the things that keeps us when we're not feeling or in that space. And what happens is because we're waiting on the perfect time or the perfect events or the perfect whatever that where it's not going to take hard work. It's not going to take much effort, half the initiative. Like we're waiting on these perfect moments for us to execute. And we're wondering why things not going well for us. And we're wondering why we're not reaping the harvest. We wonder why the results isn't being produced. It's because we're waiting on the perfect time. Newsflash, it's not going to happen in a perfect time. It's just not. We have to have the discipline to do it anyway. We have to have the consistency to show up no matter how we feel. And then in due time, whatever we're expecting, whatever we're doing it for, then when God put his hands on it, then we will reap. But until then, we're going to continue to struggle because it would never be the perfect time. We don't like to get outside our comfort zone. If we're discouraged, if we're tired, if we're not in the mood, if we don't feel like it's happening, it's going to happen for us, it's called faith. Do it anyway. It's believing in the unseen, the evidence of things hoped for. Like we're waiting on to see it first. It would never happen if we're waiting on a perfect time. So while there's struggles in life, it's because we're waiting on a perfect time, and that perfect time may not ever come. So if that perfect time don't ever come, does that mean that we're not going to put in the work? Does that mean we're not going to execute? Does that mean we're not going to show up anyway? Does that mean we're not going to do it anyway? Until we do it anyway, until we show up, no matter how we feel, guess what? The struggles that we're encountering, the deliverance that we're waiting for, the breakthrough, the opportunity that we're waiting on God to present us with, it'll never happen because it's not going to happen while we're comfortable. It's not going to take place in an area where it's just so happened to fall in our laps. It's not going to fall in our laps. Preparation meets opportunity. And when they're not on the same intersecting path, guess what? That blessing, that overflow is going to pass us by, or it's not going to come at all. But until we're willing to do whatever it takes, no matter how we feel, whenever we decide we're going to do it anyway, no matter if we're not sure, whenever we do it anyway, then we'll begin to see the results. Until then, we're going to continue to struggle, waiting on God. Crazy part about it is God is waiting on us. There's confusion and miscommunication there, and it's on our end, not God's end. Let's get it.